I'm going to tell you 5 possibilities of how Radon will be in Bayonetta 3. How are we going today, everyone? My name is Rakun. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you do want to be Radon in Bayonetta 2, because I know how much of a stress he can be, please click that link above or in the description below. So the first one is True Demon Radon. Now I say true because the initial design, one sec? I think it's this one. Let me find it for you. So here's the Infinite one, Radon. Oh, I think yeah, there we go. But I'll put a picture right up here if you want. But yeah, Demon Radon. I don't know why they did not pick that Radon to be the final Radon in Bayonetta 2. And the reason why I like this design of Radon is because in the final one, they can finally finish off the whole trilogy. Now we have the Angel Radon, which is the Father Radon in Bayonetta 1, and then you have what I call the Fallen Radon, because it does look more like a fallen angel than a devil because of the wings. And to have Demon Radon in the last one is going to complete the pantheon of celestial beings. So you have the angel, the fallen angel, and the devil. So you've had the whole transition into a devil, and I think that's going to be a really cool thing you can add in Bayonetta 3 that also fits with the apocalyptic theme. The next one is a little bit too shonen-y, but I call it the Father of the Fallen Radon. So what that is, you've seen it in my anime opening, it's when you can combine both Fallen Radon and Father Radon into one being. How would that be? Probably utter bullshit. That's how it would be. So all their attacks that you remember from Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2, even though I haven't even beaten Bayonetta 1 yet, Bayonetta 2 Radon is BS as it is. So imagine the BS-ness of Bayonetta 2 Radon in Bayonetta 1 Radon, but having both their powers still be BS at the end. So the left hand would have the death grab and the right hand will have the angelic death grab, and I think that's pretty cool as well. Now what I really want to see with this Radon is that they do finally implement him into the story of Bayonetta 3, because there is going to be some world-ending events. Radon has to be called to end some catastrophic events as well, but the battle I do really want to see is not versing a god, not versing a Paradiso or Inferno member. I do want to see Father of the Fallen Radon versus Eggman. Now you've seen that in my anime opening, and I also have a theory that the purple fiery figure could be Radon from the second timeline. If you want to see that video, click right above. The Father of the Fallen Radon, or combined Radon, however you want to call it, versing Eggman would be a strong, amazing fight. Because I have this shonen antique that is quite recent, like around 2015 onwards, is when you have the protagonist versus the antagonist. Fair enough. The antagonist is not necessarily the strongest, and the protagonist is not necessarily the strongest as well. The strongest ones are their underlings or their companions. So a great example was Estrasa versus Escanor, and then you have Meliodas versus his brother. I forgot his name. What was his name again? Wait, let me see. Maya? Is it Mael? Zeldris. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot. Zeldris, yeah. Now you have Meliodas. I know people debate that Meliodas is stronger than Escanor, but to be honest, I do believe that Escanor does not have the main character plot armor, so I do think he is quite stronger, and it's pretty cool because he's full 100% human, as of what I know, because I haven't read the manga. But you know what I mean. So you have Bayonetta versing the antagonist, but you also have Radon versing Eggman, who is essentially the strongest, you would say. But for the sake of the story, Bayonetta is the one that defeats the final antagonist. Number 3 is Chaos Radon. And what I mean by that is not necessarily a Inferno and Paradiso combined, but more so having the contract of the 3 Madamas that we know of, or probably even more, and any kind of Lumen contracts with some angels. I forgot their names. And what I think is pretty cool with this is because Radon would potentially have a forced Umbran contract with any kind of Madama that he wanted. Well, that sounds really wrong, but essentially using the powers of any Madama that he finds. So it would be awesome, or kind of heart-wrenching, to see Radon forcing Madama to do her punches against Bayonetta, or was it Kepri against Rosa. Whoever character that we use or we end up using in Bayonetta, he's going to use their Madama against them. So we're going to have our taste of our own medicine. So basically he'll have forced contracts of any demon or angel or any other creature against us. Because I don't know about you guys, but I feel very uncomfortable whenever I see a antagonist use a protagonist's power. So this was like in the Cell saga in Dragon Ball. When I was a little kid, I remember Cell using Kamehameha for the very first time, and I found that really, like, my spine was shaking and I felt uncomfortable with that. Haizaki in Kuroko no Basket, when he was stealing all of Kaija's moves and using them against them. Other uncomfortable examples was when Raya stole Asta's sword magic, and Dwight stealing and using Daryl's crossbow. So seeing Radon use Madama Butterfly against us in a forced way, punching us, but also at the same time very emotional, and like, it's more of a psychological torture type of thing, that we can't use Madama, we have to use our own weapons, but we can just use the the Salamandra combo if we wanted to.
Hold XX, hold XX, hold X.
And also Chaos Radan would complete the trilogy of Angel, Devil, or Fallen, and Chaos. So he would have the same print as Aesir in Bayonetta 2. I think that's going to be a really cool add-on. I don't know how that will fit with the story. I feel like Radon has been to every dimension there is. It would be cool to have his tattoos actually light up to signify that he is a god of chaos as well, or a former god of chaos. We don't know. So the fourth one was inspired by Ashamani Linton in my comments a few months ago. This is well overdue, but I'm so glad I get to do this. Radan of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse, but more specifically, Radan of the Four Horsemen of the Armageddon. I do feel like if they do introduce a 4 horsemen or 7 princes or whatever, this battle against Radan would be similar, not so much the Elite Four of Pokemon, but more so like Juice in Xenogears. I don't know any other games that use this battle format, but when you fight Juice in Xenogears, I know some of you are too young to have experienced Xenogears, but if you have, that's good, that's awesome, it's an awesome game, please play it. But I remember in Xenogears when you were fighting Juice, you have the option to fight 4 mini bosses to weaken Juice in the final match, or you can just battle Juice straight on head on full power if you would like that. But more than a game mechanic, having the 4 horsemen ally with Radon would tell more about his past and how his past was in Inferno. He probably worked his way up and defeated the 4 horsemen before he became Radon, the Infinite One. And going back to the game mechanic, if you defeat the 4 horsemen, you get the 4 bewitchments and then Radon. So fighting Radon at full strength by just going head on straight again without even fighting the mini bosses, or you can fight the mini bosses and then have a weakened survivable Radon. So that's number 4. Number 5, I do believe that this is more of a gimmick, but Platinum Radon. I don't know how the game mechanic of Platinum Radon would work. It's probably just going to be human Radon, like covered in platinum. I don't know, probably got dipped in platinum or something. And to be honest, it reminds me of Terry Crews when he got dipped in in gold in Brooklyn Nine-Nine in one of the Halloween specials, and it looked like a trophy, an Oscar trophy. Probably see his tattoo imprints that you can, I'll put a picture here. It's a 50-50, could happen, could not happen. And it's literally versing a platinum trophy at the end of the game as a secret boss. Which one is your favorite? Please let me know in the comments. I'll be responding to every single one of them. I'm Rakun, and happy theorizing.